What's up, everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome back to another Motocross Chasing the Dream video here today on the channel. For those of you that don't know much about this game or anything about this game, really, Motocross Chasing the Dream is a early access game at the moment, available on Steam, which means that you can download or buy the game, download it, and all that stuff, and try out basically the demo of the game. But it's not a released game necessarily. They still are working on a lot of things. It's still in development. So while this may look a little bit weird or wonky at the moment, and some of you just looking at this video for the first time and never seen the game before might say, oh, this game doesn't look good at all, I'm not buying this, I'm going to stick to XYZ game. Just know they are still working on this game. They're still trying to make it better. But I don't really want to talk too much about that today. I just wanted to play the game a little bit and kind of have some fun flowing on this track. This is Canyon MX or Canyon Park MX or something like that they have in the game. They had a couple updates to the game that happened a few months ago. We played the Halloween update just before Halloween a month ago, and I said at the time that I would play these tracks and kind of show these tracks off a little bit because there's a couple tracks in here. So this is the one we're going to do today. This is the Canyon track, and the actual track is really, really fun, but what's off track is really what's kind of enticed me a little bit more to play it today. So we're going to probably do mostly that, but I wanted to do just a few laps on the national track, kind of show off the national track and show off, like, at least to some degree, that this game does have some good flow to it, and some good things coming its way for sure. But we'll see where they go from here with development. It's exciting to kind of see a game progress through the works a little bit here, and also be able to see firsthand experience of what they're doing to the game and how much it's going to change over time. So that's pretty cool. Let's go to a few different cameras here. We've got the third-person camera, of course. I was just in first person for a little bit. They do have like some pretty free air physics in this game, and you can kind of toss some whips, but they're not really super-duper planned out or thought out just yet. It seems like you really have to kind of, take off with a good angle, take off with some good lean, and kind of lay a whip over. You can do some oppo whips and other things like that as well. Try to see if you can bust an oppo whip, actually. So you kind of like cork it out and then just slowly bring it back. Not quite the cleanest looking one, but there's the ability to do so. We'll do some little side cam action right here. Got a lot of people excited about side cam lately. Showed off a few old games of late that side cam was really popular in, and you can't do side cam anymore in some of the newer games. The MX Race Day TV games still have the possibility to do it, of course, but I think a lot of people like this cam because it almost has a little bit of vibe of like skateboarding, where you have like the fisheye and you're on the side of the bike a little bit and you can see the suspension work and you can see the whips cork out and stuff like that. I've never even been a side cam player, but interesting to see like the nostalgia kick back in when we post some side cam footage from some of these games. So let's just do another couple jumps here, actually, because I wanted to show off the other parts of this compound that really excited me more about playing this compound. I like realistic motocross games. I like realistic motocross tracks. I am a motocross fan, but what I always enjoy more so with some of these motocross games is just some fun, unique challenges. That was a cool whip. Some fun, unique challenges that are not exactly centric on like the hardcore side of it, because it gets really repetitive just hitting tracks and trying to do hot laps and stuff like that all the time for me. So this track does something a little bit unique with that concept, in my opinion, in that they have created kind of like this platform challenge. I'm going to go back to this camera because it'll be easier to do this, but they've created a platforming challenge to get from the bottom of the canyon kind of to the top of the canyon, and it's actually kind of not easy. It's like a little enduro challenge, I guess, as well, is what you would call it. Or maybe like trials challenge would be the right way to put it. But you have to climb up all these slanted rocks and not fall off the edge in any regard. I got to remember how to set a marker here. Oh, damn it. I forgot that the game crashes when you pause. Rip. All right, sorry about those technical difficulties. We are back, and we are continuing on up the hill with this little challenge here. And I also learned that I forgot this as well. But you can set a marker, so I've set a marker, and then I'll reset at that marker. But if I go forward here and reset again, it just resets me where I am. So you actually cannot really set a marker, which is why now I remember that this challenge is actually quite difficult, because if you don't get it all the way up on the first try, you will have to go back to the very beginning. So let's try to work our way around this little challenge here. I'm pretty sure I can do this, though. I have made it up to the top here once before. before. So we have to ride along the ledge right here, just grind the wall a little bit with our face. But this is just like, this takes me back to kind of like MX 2002 featuring Ricky Carmichael that had some challenges like this. There was even like a deserty map that had a similar concept to this, that you would do kind of the same thing. And man, this just takes me like right back to doing that as a kid for some reason. Oh, come on, don't get stuck right here. There we go. Backed up. Come around here. Just tiptoe up to the top. Nailed it. Am I seriously going to one-shot this? This is going to be like the shortest video ever if I one-shot this. Oh. Spoke too soon. Back up and get a little better run at it. There we go. Simple enough. Little tightrope walk right there. Hop down to here. Then down to this plateau. Got it. And I don't think any of these are a jump, so I'm taking it a little bit easier. But I did actually just one-shot it. This is something that I've never actually done before. So I'm proud of myself that I did that, but that just made this video way shorter. But the whole point is to get to this huge ramp jump, and when you go off it, you can bust a sick little backflip over the canyon jump. And then I don't really know what to do from here. I don't know if I've made it this far before. Let me see. Well, let's back up here. Ah, let's had it. So do I want to try to... Oh, well, now I'm definitely screwed. Let me reset. Oh, reset. And we're back at the beginning. Let me see. Is there another kind of concept that I could go up and find? Oh, I remember there's a little other plateau that I want to go over and check out right here. But I like these challenges just because it breaks it up a little bit. It's something different. It's actually like, I don't know, like to relate it back to skateboarding again, because it's what I do, I guess. It reminds me a little bit of playing like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and there's just like the random sub challenges that you have to do that it's not like you're doing realistic skateboarding. You're like taking out, windows or something like that. Oh, rip, falling back down to the bottom. But stuff like that, that's just like a cool challenge to do, something different. It shakes it up a little bit. And none of these rocks have collisions, by the way. That fence line does, though. And that rock does not have collisions either. But I want to try to get up to this one other plateau right here. And by the way, you can go up here and to the left, and there's this little rock right here, but I've not found a way to like get up onto this rock. And then from there, I don't actually think it goes anywhere. I think that that's just like the ledge that you get up to right there, and then you're stuck there. So I'm not really sure there's much point to that. It just makes you think that you can go that way, but you can't. You just get stuck. So we'll continue over this way. This is a cool little plateau, first of all, to be on. Just gonna go around the outer edge right here, not fall off. Be very generous, very careful, and like right there, yeah. Nice. Cruising along here, back to where I want to get to. I made this platform right here really nice and narrow. Just raise the wall, get across. Through here, and back to this section, and up this rock, and this time I'm going to go this way, and just right along the ledge, up this one, and then you got a cool view overlooking the entire track here. I switch cameras. Ta-da! Like looking right over the ledge, looking at the big jump across the canyon. And yeah, this is just a nice little map that they made right here. I like what these guys are doing. Some people thought that the Halloween update that they had was a little bit wonky, just because it's like, why have this other like kind of scavenger hunt? They made you chase candy, and they made you, or they didn't make you, but yet you had the ability to switch helmets to a witch's head and a skull and all this other stuff. And it's just like, it's okay to have fun in games. It doesn't have to be super hyper realistic motocross games at all times. Like the worst part about modern day games to me is that everyone cares so much about how realistic it is and doesn't, think twice to think, is it actually fun? And it's just like, just have fun. It's a video game. Sometimes it's okay to have fun playing a video game. And this game, so far, at least with the early development stuff, are doing some pretty cool things to try to make you have fun on a video game. So kudos to them. Just wanted to give a little props to them today. Hanging out on a little casual Tuesday, playing some Motocross Chasing the Dream. If you guys are interested in this game, like I said, it is available on Steam for early access. They did have a sale at one point that made it a little bit cheaper. I think it's somewhere in the area of like $20 or something like that. But if you get the game now, you get the game forever. So even when it comes out with the full version of the game, you'll still have this game from being an early supporter of it and helping them out along the way. So I think that's pretty cool of them. But cool map here. Canyon Trail MX, I think is what it's called. And just having a little bit of fun. Hitting this big ramp jump right here. Big senders only. Do like a 360 backflip thing. Land on the rocks. Go down. And we are dead. Oh, it's going to reset me right here too. And we're just going to casually drop. Is this going to crash us? Nope. We're going to boing and continue on. All right, thanks guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any more questions, comments, or concerns, let us know, and we'd be happy to answer them. But we appreciate you stopping by and watching another video here on Start Your Systems. We'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.